This week on the Gadget Show Web TV, I get an exclusive look at Archos' new internet media tablet. We're tuning into Freeview and demonstrating how to watch TV on your PC. Plus, we'll bring you all the latest tech gadget news. Hello, welcome to the Gadget Show Web TV and our first ever internet exclusive version of the show. Welcome also to our brand new Web TV presenter, Dionne South.
Hi, John.
Now, although Dionne's new to the screen, she's not new to the Gadget Show. In fact, she's been around for years.
I have, around 3 years now, but I've mostly been working in production, researching and producing the stuff that you, Susie and Jason go on to present.
Now, later on, as advertised, Dionne will be showing us more about how to watch TV on our computers. But first, I've had an exclusive preview of the latest thing from Archos. They're calling it an internet media tablet. There are actually three models, the 5G and the 7, and on the basis of my brief playing around with it, they look extremely promising. For a start, you get a very nice 800 by 480 resolution screen. The styling's a lot better than you come to expect from these sort of things. It's very slim, it's very attractive, very glossy, and obviously maximises the use of the screen package to make the screen as large as possible. And there's a touch screen. If you go into internet for the web, it loads quickly, it quickly connects to a network. You can actually whizzle around the page quite easily with your thumb. If you have to enter text, a very useful sort of keyboard pops up. And there's a player, obviously, so you can play your music, your photos and your video content. And one thing that helps there is that it's got a 320 gigabyte hard drive to store it on. At least that is the maximum size available. There are smaller versions. Video quality is actually really quite exceptional. The quality of the screen is superb with good contrast, even in bright light, great colours. And if you fancy higher definition, you can actually connect this player to your TV through an HDMI socket and it will support high definition playback, which is handy too. Other things that help that are coming later in the year is Media Club, Archos' own content site where you should be able to download lots of content. We'll have to see how good that actually is. And also, later in the year, they'll be announcing the ability to put a 3.5G dongle into the player so you can actually download your content that way. And as usual with Archos, you can actually use it as a PVR as well, using an optional cradle. So all in all, it seems a very promising media player indeed.
Looks like a good bit of kit, John, but I'm not entirely convinced I need one.
I suppose it depends on how you live and what you've got already. I mean, if you've already got a video iPod or a PSP and you regularly rip movies onto that, say, well, it's probably superfluous. But on the other hand, if you regularly make long train journeys and you want to put your last night's TV onto something, that could be ideal.
Might have to sneak that away and have a little play later. Right, now it's time for the news.
Well, first off, something I'm very interested in. Canon have finally announced details of their long-awaited EOS 5D Mark II, which is a full-frame digital SLR camera.
What features does it have?
Now it's got 21 megapixels. It has low light sensitivity, supposedly on a par with Nikon's D3 and D700, which should be very good. And it also shoots high-definition video with stereo sound, which has long been a problem with cameras used by professionals. They want to be able to shoot video as well, so as to sell the things to news agencies and stuff like that. It's actually coming out in November for sale, but before then I hope to get a good look at one and see whether it's actually as good as they promise. Right, what have you got?
Well, Pioneer have introduced its first two hard disk drive and Blu-ray recorders.
So that means you can record onto a Blu-ray disc or onto a hard drive at full 1080p definition.
Indeed you can, and the great thing, there's two models here.
Yep.
The top one has an astonishing 1 terabyte worth of storage.
And what's that in terms of hours?
450 hours.
450 Blu-ray definition hours. But it's marvellous, actually. But I mean, there is, of course, a rule with hard disk recorders, I find, certainly in our house, is once you bought them, they don't gradually fill up, and then you agonise over things to delete at the sort of last 2% of their capacity, and you still keep that film which you recorded 3 years ago, but you've never got round to watching. So I suppose even at 450 hours, I don't suppose you'll get over that.
Well, they're only available in Japan at the minute, but keep your eye out.
Now, rumours. Mac rumours about new Apple laptops, because both the MacBook and MacBook Pro have been around for a while now, and there's a new Apple event scheduled for somewhere around mid-October, probably October the 14th, and they reckon they're going to really do a physical revision to the MacBook and the MacBook Pro.
It does look like a MacBook Pro.
The actual MacBook seems to have turned into a sort of cross between a MacBook Pro and a MacBook Air. It's got a one-piece aluminium case, again rumoured, a new sort of multi-touch glass trackpad, which probably might give you the sort of same touch feel as the iPhone, possibly, and LED backlit screen, rather like the MacBook Air. So that's the MacBook. And the MacBook Pro's got a sort of black surround to its screen, and if I use our touch screen, which works very well with elbows, I find it is now going to be available in black as well, but also with that slimmed down case. As always though, this could just be somebody's Photoshop dream, and what they're actually launching is a new Apple sat-nav.
Well, as soon as we know anything, we'll make sure you do, so keep an eye out on the news section of the website.
Right, time to move on. Now, every week on the Gadget Show Web TV, Dionne here will be offering us advice on how to get even more out of our gadgets.
Yes, and this week I'm showing you how to watch TV on your computer.
There was a time when watching television was a passive affair. You watched what was on, when it was on, and if you didn't, well, you missed it. Then along came PVRs, personal video recorders, hard drive TV recorders with the ability to store hours and hours of programmes and let you become your own scheduler. However, you may not be aware that your PC can easily be turned into a PVR-capable telly. So here's the simple Gadget Show guide to watching TV on your PC. First off, you're going to need a TV tuner. These devices easily turn radio waveforms that come down your aerial into the television programs you want to watch. Now, there are many available on the market, but the two main types are the USB stick or the PCI card, which is an internal circuit board that's very easy to insert into the back of your computer. If you just have a look in here, in my PC I've got 2 spare PCI card slots, and literally I'm going to line it up and put it in the spare hole. It really is that easy. Next, you need to install the software that came with your USB stick or PCI card and connect your computer to a television aerial using an RF lead like this. Every TV tuner comes with some sort of software to allow you to scan for stations, save favourite broadcasters and schedule recordings DVR style. On top of that, you can expect that your tuner will come with a 7-day electronic program guide, so you never need to worry about missing your favourite program again. But let's say you don't fancy getting yourself a tuner. Providing you have broadband or access to a Wi-Fi network, you still have the option of watching TV on your PC via on-demand services. All the main television networks provide a service online where you can access your favourite television programmes after they have been broadcast.
It's interesting actually, because now you can get TV in so many ways. It sort of begs the question, what is a television? It used just to be a box, but now, is it your laptop? Is it your phone?
It's definitely worth looking into. I mean, if it's on your laptop, you can take it wherever you go, but it does make a really good, cheaper version of a second television in your house.
Ah, true. Yes, well, that's all we've got time for this week on the Gadget Show Web TV, but next week
I'll be showing you how to make your very own video blog, and John's testing a remarkable Casio Exilim EX F1 digital camera.